From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is a tropical weather update.
Fred Gossage here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Wednesday, September 10th, 2025, with the afternoon update of your regularly scheduled tropical weather outlook here as we head forward on this Wednesday afternoon. We do have an area highlighted by the National Hurricane Center. This is a 20% chance of tropical development within the next 7 days for a wave that will be rolling off the west coast of Africa here in the next couple of days. We'll look at the wave in just a second, but I will say up front that the percentages may not increase all that quickly if they increase too much at all, because there's not a whole lot of model support, but there is a chance we may see something develop out here. We'll see how that shakes down as we head through the next several days. Slide to tropical satellite and look at Western Africa and the Eastern Atlantic here. We have some tropical wave activity that's going to be rolling off the west coast of Africa in the next few days. Nothing is organized because it's near land naturally, but there's still dry air and dust out here that extends from the Eastern Atlantic and the west coast of Africa out into the Central Atlantic. So just like the system that we thought was going to become Gabrielle last week, there are inhibiting factors ahead of this thing that will likely make any potential development very slow and kind of down the road, if there's anything to come of this at all. And models have been very shaky at best with trying to develop something out of this. Certainly not the model support that we had ahead of Hurricane Aaron before it developed, or any of the other systems so far this season. We'll watch it carefully. The global environment for the Atlantic Basin, not too terribly favorable, but it's not all that hardcore unfavorable either. So if we can get thunderstorms to sustain around a tropical wave as it moves off the coast and do that for a couple days, then yes, the door will be open for at least some potential for tropical development. We'll watch it carefully, and there's no reason to worry about it. That's way out there, not even rolling off the coast of Africa yet. It's just we have a system that we're going to be watching in the days ahead. Elsewhere, there are some scattered thunderstorms out in the western Atlantic, back into the Gulf, but this is the same thing we've been dealing with for days, associated with frontal activity and upper lows out here. Nothing of a tropical origin, and not expecting to see anything develop here for at least the next 7 days in the Western Basin. The next name is still Gabrielle. We have not had that name taken off the list yet. And then Alberto, Imelda, Jerry, and Karen. We'll see how far we get down the list, but not looking like we have the door open for a hyperactive season. May start to tick up a little bit as we head through the second half of the month and into October, but generally, I'm thinking this is probably going to come out to be a near average year when all things are said and done at the end of November. Today is the climatological peak of the National Hurricane Center, and we don't officially have a tropical system on the board out there to track. That's not unheard of. That has happened before, more than once, as a matter of fact, but it's pretty unusual to see that occur. We're usually pretty active this time of year, and that activity usually lasts through September and the first half of October before things dwindle down. We'll watch things carefully in the weeks ahead. We still have a ways to go before we end this Atlantic hurricane season.